You're not real!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst horror movie trailers.
Don't think it, don't say it. The bye-bye man.
We're like, really scared.
Hello? I need the police. This is an emergency.
Okay, this is freaking me out. I'm done with this.
For this list, we'll be looking at the worst examples of horror movie trailers giving too much away, misleading the viewer, and being generally low quality. Note that a spoiler warning is now in effect. What horror movie trailer do you think is so bad it's scary? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Ouija. A horror movie about a Ouija board, a device used for supposedly communicating with the dead, is a pretty promising concept. But it was hard to get excited for Ouija after seeing this lackluster preview.
As friends we've gathered, hearts are true. Spirits near we call to you. If you can hear us, Debbie, I miss you.
The story is laid out pretty clearly. After losing her best friend, a young woman tries to communicate with her via a Ouija board, with disastrous consequences. But this trailer, with its cheap jump scares and unconvincing special effects, doesn't fill us with terror, only boredom.
How do we stop this? You have to break the connection, or it will keep coming for you.
In spite of overwhelmingly negative reviews, Ouija still opened at number 1. We think the PG-13 rating really came in handy here.
It's not even real, okay?
It's just a game.
Number 9. Martyrs. Some bad horror remakes are able to disguise their low quality with good trailers. That's not the case with Martyrs. A remake of a French-Canadian film of the same name about a woman getting revenge years after a traumatic experience as a child, Martyrs was written off as nothing more than a cheap imitation of the original. And the trailer practically tells you not to bother, essentially giving away the antagonist's fiendish plot.
Through her pain, may we truly know the mysteries that are yours.
If you still want to see Martyrs after watching this trailer, well, we hope you like it more than the critics did.
What do you want with her?
Her gift, of course.
Number 8. Rings. Horror fans consider Ringu and American remake The Ring to be some of the genre's best offerings. But it's a lot harder to find fans of Rings, an attempt at a reboot.
There's this video that kills you 7 days after you watch it.
Once again, a deadly video is being passed about, with viewers having 7 days to live. The Rings trailer runs through the days without giving much explanation as to who these characters are or why we should care about them. While this trailer is more average than bad, it is misleading, as it contains multiple scenes that aren't in the final film.
Mom?
Given that the film's release was delayed by more than a year, we have a feeling the studio wasn't eager to share it with the world. Number 7. The Stuff. You don't want to know what stuff the creators of this movie were on.
No! Don't eat that! I saw it moving in the refrigerator.
In this forgotten 80s flick, a gooey dessert treat turns out to be pure evil. If that sounds like a comedy, well, you're right, because The Stuff is supposed to be satire, and it received some pretty decent reviews. The problem here lies in the marketing, as this trailer takes itself incredibly seriously, which makes the entire movie look like an unintended joke.
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
We still recommend The Stuff if you're looking for an unconventional horror movie. It's just too bad they couldn't make a more suitable trailer.
Coming soon. For you, The Stuff.
Number 6. What Lies Beneath. The combined star power of Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer, along with Forrest Gump and Back to the Future director Robert Zemeckis behind the camera, helped to make What Lies Beneath a box office hit. But maybe it could have been even more if its trailer didn't give away a major plot detail.
I heard noises. I didn't want to disturb you, but at the house, I was scared.
Pfeiffer plays a woman who starts noticing some weird things going on at home, and her husband acting suspiciously. It turns out he has a long-kept secret, one that's revealed in the trailer.
We can put this behind us. Our life can go on. It's not too late.
You had an affair with a girl who killed herself, and now she's trying to hurt you.
We like going into horror movies with some idea of the plot, but this trailer doesn't understand the difference between teasing and spoiling.
I think she's starting to suspect something. Your wife.
Number 5. Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
A deadly experiment. A freak accident.
The Return of the Living Dead is a must-see for fans of zombie movies and comedy. Its first sequel belongs in the cinematic graveyard, and its trailer does it no favors. Once again, we have a trailer that basically just gives the whole movie away, with no thanks to the narrator who spoils a major plot development involving one of the characters.
Jesse will be the first to know. Billy will be the first to go.
Then again, if you're mad about spoilers for this movie, which has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, maybe you should reconsider your priorities. Despite its poor quality, this movie was a success, and The Living Dead returned 3 more times.
Return of the Living Dead, Part 2. Just when you thought it was safe to be dead.
Number 4. The Haunting of Molly Hartley. This movie was released on Halloween night 2008, but it was more trick than treat for horror fans. Curious about it, but don't want to sit through the 85-minute runtime? Just watch the trailer, because it goes wild with spoilers.
Close your eyes, honey. I can save you.
A high school senior enrolls at a new school after a violent encounter with her mother. However, a terrible fate awaits her when she turns 18.
The darkness is coming for you.
Molly! Let me save you! Mom?
The trailer tells you exactly what's going on and feels like watching the film on fast forward. The lifeless narration only makes it worse.
A curse she can't escape. A soul that can't be saved.
Looking for scares? Stay away from Molly Hartley. Number 3. The Mangler.
There's a little bit of me in that machine, and a little bit of it in me.
The funniest trailer of 1995 wasn't for a Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler comedy. It was for a horror movie called The Mangler. Based on a Stephen King short story, the titular Mangler is a haunted piece of machinery, a laundry press to be exact.
Machine killed your daughter. We all have to make sacrifices.
Despite horror legends Tobe Hooper directing and Robert Englund starring, The Mangler is only scary in a scary bad sense, and the trailer gives you an idea of its lack of quality.
3 modern masters of horror have just created the ultimate machine for terror.
But if you're looking for a cheesy horror movie to laugh at with your friends, it might be the perfect match.
The Mangler.
Number 2. Leprechaun.
The luck of the Irish is being packed and shipped to a little town in South Dakota whose luck may have just run out.
Do you get the willies walking by a box of Lucky Charms at the grocery store? Then you might be the ideal audience member for this wretched horror comedy about a murderous leprechaun on a murderous quest for his pot of gold.
My ear! He got my ear!
Perhaps the best way to label Leprechaun is as a Child's Play ripoff without any of that film's laughs or scares. The mercifully short trailer barely shows the titular leprechaun, instead mostly focusing on the family he's after, including a pre-Friends Jennifer Aniston.
You can kill anything. What the hell are you? You just gotta know how to do it.
To anyone who watches this movie after seeing this trailer, good luck.
Leprechaun.
It's out. It's out of the crate.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Darkness, a terrible haunted house movie trailer. The Bye-Bye Man, Candyman, this is not.
Don't think it, don't say it, don't think it!
I'm afraid of putting this into your head.
Tell me.
Bye-bye, man.
Slender Man, some things should just stay memes.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Troll 2.
You're late. I'm sorry we had a small mishap.
Here are the keys.
Here are ours.
Have a nice stay at Millbog.
Seeing Troll 2 is a rite of passage for any bad movie aficionado. If you want just an idea of why this movie, which has nothing to do with the original Troll, is so notorious, just watch the trailer. For 2.5 excruciating minutes, we watch a hapless family move to the town of Nilbog, where some evil goblins, not trolls, are up to no good.
And remember,
Troll 2's trailer doesn't really explain what is going on in any capacity, instead just looking like a confused mess of different scenes with terrible acting and even worse dialogue.
they're eating her! They're going to eat me!
Somehow, the director made multiple films after this one. We suppose anything can happen if you dream big enough.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.